Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear students, currently we are discussing the four elements of history, and today we are continuing with the same topic. Now, the life from the ancient time has differed for various segments of the people. The life of the king was different from a tradesman. Trader's life was different from the life of a farmer. So you had the different segments of life that has been studied for each and every civilization. So you have every civilization, you will see how kings and queens used to live, how the common man and the merchants used to live, and how the farmers and the people who were engaged in the primary activities used to live. Again, there were demarcation based on the availability, as I said. So, geography and the history is studied geographically. So, based on the availability of resources, let us say the people in Indaman were self sufficient because they were producing their own food and using it. However, at that time, also the people in the cities were dependent on the rural areas in terms of food supply. So you had a kind of regions that were developed, and there was geographical isolation that happened. Finally, the last important topic is when. So whenever we talked about history, most of you would say we have to learn only which war was fought when. So it is not about that, but yes, that is an integral part. So when we say when, we usually try to understand it with the birth of Jesus. So pair to the birth of Jesus and after the birth of Jesus. So when we say it is after the birth of Jesus, we say it as AD. AD is also known as CE or Common Era. AD means Anno Domini. And before the birth of Jesus, we call it BC or before Christ. Before Christ is also known as BCE, that is before the Common Era. So we say Common Era or before the Common Era. Sometimes the term BP is also used, which means before present. So, these are some of the common terms that we use when we talk about the topic when. When is again important because we need to know and we learn to know how things has happened over the years and how the scenario has changed. So, dear students, this was a kind of explanation of your chapter in which we understand the concept of history by the four elements that are what, why, how, and when. With this, I conclude my today's lecture. Stay home, stay safe. Assalamu alaikum.